Oh my god, you done did it.
166, the number of the beast.
Dude,
Welcome, everyone.
your level of method acting, unreal.
But yeah, this is the A.C.B.A podcast, episode 166. What's up, boys? Boog Nice is clearly not here. He is on vacation. I think he's in Sandals, Jamaica.
You know, children there are persona non grata.
Yeah, they don't allow kids there.
Yeah, they don't like
Yeah, no.
Maybe he'll send us a picture of him and his kids skiing.
Could be with his face
Yeah.
cut out.
His face cut up.
Either way, he is in parts unknown. So, hey, it's another Saturday though. The boys had to come together. Saturday is for the boys.
That is
Pancho, how's the
true.
move going?
The move went. Well, the actual art of it was terrible. It sucked, but
You were about to say it was good. I was about to question you. Like, it didn't sound like it was so good.
no, absolutely not. Just it's just so we're all on the same page at the very beginning. So, I am working out of what could be described as a cardboard box setup with my computer right now. So like there was no sound for the first like 15 seconds of us being on air.
No way. Nobody heard any of Franco's.
Oh,
Oh
damn,
my
that's hilarious.
God.
Well, all they missed was my flawless Boog intro.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah, so sorry about the audio issues real quick. Also, if I sound real echoey, my room is like really empty. I mean, it's full of stuff, but nothing is like up anywhere. Let me actually turn on my camera. My camera might be there. We go. But yeah, so it doesn't look empty, but it is.
But that's your new room, right?
Yeah, it is my new room, so I'm pretty stoked.
That's awesome.
But yeah, the move was terrible. It sucked. Like everything that could have possibly gone wrong, aside from like my stuff breaking or being stolen, went wrong. Like we were supposed to get our van at like 4:30 on Friday. We didn't get it till 9 p.m. And
Sir, that's
it
fucking
sucked.
shitty.
And then what else happened? Our hand truck, we got 2 flat tires over the weekend for our hand truck, and then we were supposed to have the van until like 9:30 Monday morning. But then I called just to double check around 7, and they're all like, "Yeah, we need the van back in 30 minutes." So we had to like leave like a
No.
What?
yeah,
Who did you
it's
go through? Who's your moving guy?
my job.
Oh my god.
So it was like obviously I'm not gonna like argue with my boss like, well, can I have it for a little bit longer? No. So I was like, okay, cool. It's whatever. So so we ended up like leaving stuff in the apartment. We left like a bunch of, not a bunch, but like maybe 5 or 6 key pieces of like large furniture, like my mini fridge we left, like we left like a washing machine, and then we left like some cabinets and stuff, like big stuff that we were saving to the very end to move, but then we just didn't have a van or any means to move it at the end of the day. So we're all like, man, this really sucks. So we just left it, right? Because we had to be out of there at 9 a.m. on Monday morning. So like we were so pressed for time. So like we didn't even get a chance. Our vacuum broke too over the weekend, so we couldn't like clean
No.
the
Yeah, now
apartment.
you're gonna get a. Hey, just letting you know,
My
you have
God.
a cleaning bill because you didn't.
Right. Yeah, it sucks. So like we didn't get a chance to clean. Obviously there are tons of holes in my wall just because of like the shelves. So like I didn't get a chance to like fill any of the holes. I bought like everything. Like I bought like, painter's tape and like not painter's tape, but like drywall tape to fill in like bigger holes, and
Yeah,
then
like
like a bunch of
spackle
like
and stuff.
spackle and all that stuff, and like I couldn't use it. I just left it in there as a way to be all like, see, I was going to. But like so
Time got the best of me, sir.
true. So like we left a bunch of stuff, like, but it's just like all big stuff. Like we got all of our personal stuff out of there, which was great. Um, but then like just some big stuff like the stuff I mentioned we left, and then we didn't get a chance to clean or like do a deep clean and like fill up holes. So we're like, oh man, this really sucks. So we ended up leaving we locked our apartment up and dropped off our keys at 8:59, and we were like bugging like the whole day. Like we were trying to call the office too, like all weekend to see if we could like maybe just get a prorate for one day for the month of November just to like button everything up, because like we'd rather just pay the prorate for one day. I can't imagine it'd be much. It'd be like between like $30 or $50 for one day. And then I'd rather pay $50 to get my deposit back versus not getting my deposit back, right?
Exactly, man.
But like our apartment like our like property, they're like switching phone services, so like their phones didn't work all weekend, so we couldn't get a hold of anybody. And then Monday they weren't even open at all. Like the property manager had like a family emergency, so they didn't open they didn't open at all, so we could have stayed the entire day on Monday and nobody would have even known. And so that really sucked. And then like 3 days later, I get a call from our apartment company. And, my wife went over and talked to them about all that stuff. And like, just so like they knew, just so like we didn't want to leave the place and just not tell anybody what was going on. So like my wife went over and explained the situation. So they knew. So like they called me back a couple of days ago. And, no, they called me back yesterday. And I was thinking like, all right, cool. This is the phone call where they're like, hey, you owe us even more money because of the state that the unit was left in. And then they're all like, hey, what's up? Can we just get a forwarding address for you guys? And I'm like, okay. Well, what do you need it for? And they're like, we just need to know where to send your deposit. And I was like, are we getting our deposit? Like, what's going on? They're all like, yeah, I mean, we kicked you out because we have to renovate the whole thing. So it wasn't fair to keep your deposit no matter, like, we're gutting the entire unit. So like none of that, like the condition doesn't matter at all. And I was like, oh, sick. All right. Well, that's great. I wish I would have known this Friday or Monday morning, like to save myself, like, the stress equivalent to years off my life. Like I was so like stressed out or whatever. So we're getting our deposit back. I'm like super stoked. Like we both love our new place. It's really cool. Like my room is like huge. It's like humongous compared to my old room. So I'm very excited.
And you said it's not like crazy more expensive than your old one, right?
It would have been the same exact. So like my options were, we could have found a new place to live, or we could have been moved into a renovated unit, which was the same square footage as our old unit. It's just renovated, right? And then what we're paying here is a little bit less than what we would have paid for a renovated unit at our other place. And it's like, 400 square feet more. So it's really nice.
Shit, man.
So I'm very excited.
Is this one of those upstairs, downstairs townhome kind of thing?
Absolutely. I'm in the top floor right now.
Balling, brother. You got stairs, baby.
I got stairs, and they're like they kind of like corner.
Downstairs?
What's up?
Are you upstairs or downstairs?
I'm upstairs, baby.
Fuck, that's
to the
so
tippy
cool.
top. Yeah, I've heard the cream rises to the top, so I decided to
the deluxe apartment.
Absolutely. So yeah, getting my detolfs upstairs sucked, but it is what it is. I have them like. They're like elevated now. You can kind of see him back there.
Oh, you got him on some risers? That's cool.
Yeah, I got him on
like level. I need to do that.
I'm so jealous of you guys, man. All my friends that are out of state, like all my anime collector friends that I know, like they do the exact same thing. They get those like those things from IKEA where it's just cubes.
Yes.
Those cubes, and they put it under the detolf, and like
in
the cubes
because you can have those vertical or horizontal. So if you lay them horizontal, it's like 2 or 3 detolfs.
Yeah, so I'm sitting here and I'm like, man, if I didn't live in California, that would be so sick. There's just no way. One like a little too strong earthquake, everything's fucking gone. There's just no way, man.
Yeah, I have mine in a similar setup right now. They're just like they're instead of like the ones from IKEA, they're only like one cube, but these are like two stacked on top of each other. So they're like 2 feet off the ground, which is really nice.
You're double cubing it.
That's it. Double cubed up. Hella thick on a Thursday. To address everybody in the chat, yes, I'm wearing a onesie. It's cold as shit in my house, so whatever.
It's so cold over here too. Before this, I like rushed from a family party. Like the whole time, I was like, man, we can't just have this party inside. Like it's fucking cold, man. It was getting so cold that like my teeth were clattering, and I was like, man, this
Oh
is
no.
like
God.
I gotta go inside, man. Like one of those houses is like really close to a freeway. It was just the worst. I was just like, man, it's really cold.
Number one moving podcast here.
True, exactly.
That's
I mean,
what
what can you? I mean, like, all we did was play "All I Want for Christmas Is You" covers during the pre-show. So, like, what can you expect? When Boog is not here, this show is truly off the rails. So
That's right. Yeah.
There's no rules.
The camp counselor is out.
that's true, exactly.
Substitute teacher's here, and she doesn't know shit. She's just letting us watch like whatever VHS we claim the teacher was letting us watch.
True.
What was the teacher doing last he was here? Oh, we were in the middle of Space Jam. Space Jam. Why's that? Well, this is an astronomy class, and obviously Space Jam takes place in space.
Yeah, I took an earth science class in high school, and it wasn't even the substitute. The actual teacher showed us Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan.
Hell yeah.
He's like, well, it's in space.
Right.
What do you want me to do?
Well, you know, they're terraforming the planet, and okay.
I brought a bootleg copy of Good Burger to my daycare once, and I
Amazing.
got in trouble because they say ass a lot in that movie.
Yeah, they do a lot.
My mother would
I think
never let
I
me watch
broke
something
my
like
ass.
Yeah, I fell out and broke my ass.
That old man, that poor old man breaks his ass.
He's a that's a Academy Award nominated actor. I don't know what the hell he was doing in that movie.
He was he was in Scarface.
Yeah,
He's such a
what are you
legendary
doing?
actor. He was in Good Burger playing an old fry cook that broke his ass.
So good.
He was on a chase in a fucking ice cream truck. Like, oh, how the mighty have fallen. How, like, damn.
Truly. Speaking of the mighty have fallen, let's get into the podcast.
I'm struggling.
No, you
struggling
think?
to see the segue there.
Today is like a very light week, man. Last week was pretty light too. It seems like everybody just like blew their news load. Like
Yeah. Not
ago.
only is this week really light, I honestly think it's like the lightest week we've had in a long time.
Forever.
Yeah.
I really can't think of a week that has been as light as this.
I can go ahead and tell you there's no Mezco, so
Oh really? There's no Mezco.
I mean, no, not really.
Damn.
Other than that payment thing.
Yeah, that's not really news, apparently.
No, it's not.
Friendly
It's not.
reminder.
That was funny. The people in the Mezco group, you know how they just love to hate anything? It's just like, why the fuck did they tell us this? I've been using Pay in 4 for months. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, I mean, I didn't disagree. I brought it up in the podcast chat, but I was like, damn, man, these guys are fucking pissed.
Yeah, everybody in the Discord was like equally confused. Like, couldn't you already do this? Like,
So
yeah.
what's the situation? Like so we're in Mezco now, whatever.
I guess we'll talk about it. It's just literally this post. I'm screen sharing in 17, 16, 15.
Why did you start from 17?
Here we go. So they sent out an email, or they just did a little blog post, one of the updates they do.
Damn, they went through all the
the
trouble
last
to
time
make a graphic too. God damn.
No, that's the graphic is hilarious because this is just an existing graphic that they have, or existing assets at least, and then they just slap the PayPal logo into it.
That's so funny.
It's the other way around. But yeah, this came on November the 5th. So instead of revealing what could have been a V for Vendetta,
Exactly.
They went ahead and gave us this.
What?
How sick would that have been to fulfill a wish that many people have had? I guess we'll just have to stick with with V Toys. What's it called? The Revolutionary. I love these third party character
Oh
names.
man, those third party names are the fucking
Yeah,
best.
the V Mask or whatever. We'll
The
get to one that I
V-Mask.
think we can throw in miscellaneous that I think will tickle the fancy of most of this cast. But basically, Mezco just put out this blog post saying like, "Hey guys, now you can do pay in 4 with PayPal, and here's some highlights." Da da da, and you can also do PayPal credit. It's like, okay, cool. And then they give you a a tutorial of how to do so, and basically you pay 4 interest-free payments every 2 weeks, and then that pays off the whole thing. So something like that could be good for like long pre-orders,
Mhm.
but I would still recommend paying in full for like in stock stuff just to ensure that you secure it all the way.
Well, I think the
Um,
way some of this stuff works is just like whichever creditor they use for this, it pays it off already. So
yeah,
and then you're just responsible for the follow up.
right.
Yeah, like it's
In
really
that
funny.
case,
My brother one time he used a bunch of PayPal credit, and obviously they don't have a social security number, so they just like hound him all the time, like, "Hey man, can you pay us back that credit that you took out?" There's just no way to. There's like no way to send him to collections. And they're just like, "Hey man, just quick little, still owe like $100 in credit.
Yeah,
You pay that?"
I've only been late on one of those once, and it was because my card was. Remember when my card was stolen like a couple of months ago? Uh,
Yeah.
I just didn't update the number, so like it was late. But like, I don't. Would they charge you like more late fees? I feel like they can only charge you a one. I don't know. I'm not giving any
Oh
sort of
yeah,
legal
yeah.
advice at all.
With my brother, they just wanted to be paid in general.
Okay.
They're just like, "Hey man, you took out $500 in PayPal credit. Like, you gonna pay that back, or you gonna pay that back, or?"
Yeah, it's so weird that they just like randomly sent this out. Like
Yeah, they do stuff like this every now and then, just I guess just as a reminder for how their website or how their policies and everything work. So,
okay.
for example, they've done stuff like this for like a little tutorial for the FedEx delivery manager, so
Uh,
they can, if you want your package like set aside at a FedEx location or whatever,
okay.
um, it's just an update on how their website works in general. So it's a little appreciated. I honestly like just I glazed over the fact that I guess you could have been doing that because I have PayPal credit, so most of the time if I'm paying PayPal, I'll do it with that.
Oh,
So
really? Okay, cool.
that's why I don't. Maybe that's why I've never done the pay in four. Or just don't select it. But
Yeah, in January, I want to say, or maybe it was somewhere early on in this year.
Hmm.
That started being an option, and I remember like there's a lot of people in the vintage community that started like bawling out, like, "Oh, I'm just gonna pay it in full.
Yeah,
mm-hmm,
My PayPal, just pay it in full."
I was
that's
one of
right.
those people. Let me tell you. Let me tell you that shit catches up fast.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, then you're like, "Oh fuck, dude, it's my first payment. Oh fuck, shit."
Well, it's not even that. It's just like it's like you pay in four, and it's like it's so easy to just pay in four, and then you're like, oh, sick. Well, today I'll only pay like $30, or only pay like $50 today. That's no big deal at all. And then before you know it, you have like 4 or 5 pay later orders happening all at
yeah,
once, and then every week you're getting like finessed for $200.
Oh yeah, yeah, that happened to me last year where it was like, "Oh, this site has Afterpay, boom. Oh, this site has
Yeah.
Zezzle, boom." And then I was like, "Hey man, you know what? Like I just lost like $100 this week, like from like 4 different orders that I used fucking pay later or whatever."
Yeah. Kevin Johnson in chat has the right idea. He's like, he paid off a bunch of paying for early. It's just they don't sneak up on him. Yeah, man, that's what I started doing. Like as soon as, because like when I first started, I would just let it ride, right? But then now when I do a pay it for, if like on my payday, if I have, I'll just pay it like way early. So what I do now.
Um, I guess the only real topic or like thing to discuss about this is like, well, why doesn't one of the bigger companies start doing this as well? Something like HasLab would be nice to have that option
Exactly.
for paying for. I know the idea that would be some generous, benevolent creditor to just front
Yeah.
thousands of galacti, you know. But
That's what I was thinking too, because like these pay in fours, like I can imagine it's very easy for anybody to get approved for like $100 or $200. Like that's like, you know, next to nothing. Even if you have like extremely awful credit, I feel like a pay in four would work for you or something. But like on a HasLab scale, upwards to like $1,000 or well, no, maybe not. Like HasLab stuff is usually like what, like $400 or something, 300-400, something like that.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
400.
Like you know, definitely always like 3-ish.
Okay, so I mean, yeah, maybe that's not a stretch at all. But maybe it's something where like, dude, if they did that, like how much of their money would be tied up in that credit instead of like
Yeah, they would have
real
to open
money
their own
that they
credit
can
union
take.
for that.
Yeah,
Well,
very
it's
true.
crazy because you know, man. Like we're out here like, oh well, how could Hasbro front us anything? But let me say this, man. Sideshow is a very small company. It's not even half as big as Hasbro. It doesn't make that type of money. But they do those payments through themselves. They do those payments like they do front and they front a lot. All of their shit is $400 plus, like with those like big
Hmm.
statues and stuff like that. Like it's just now looking back, like it is crazy that they're down to just take the NRD and then everything else is like, well, we hope you pay.
Very true.
Right, exactly.
Well,
I Duran Shafar in the chat is saying, "What about previous orders can be transferred to this option?" That's something I wish you could do too, because if you like, go through with an order, it's like a pre-order, and you pay the deposit with your card, and that's the payment method on file for charging the rest of the order when it ships. You can go back into your order and like edit that payment. I mean, the NRD, is charged right away to whatever card you used at that time. But
mhm.
if you like go in and edit, you can only change it to like another card. You can't like pay off the rest of it, like switch it to PayPal and pay off the rest of it. Which I wish you could do, because sometimes like you end up with like some PayPal balance and you're like, oh, I can go back and like pay one of these orders or whatever, but
Yeah.
you cannot, unfortunately. So it's either you literally have to pay it all at once with PayPal, with whatever option, either PayPal balance, or your through your bank account, or with the pay in four or the credit. And then, like you said, it just charges the full amount right away. So Mezco gets their full amount of money, no matter what, and then you either pay it back through credit or through the pay in four. And the creditor in this case being, PayPal. Elon,
PayPal.
working out of his garage.
Oh.
Yeah, just a small guy, just a small company.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's pretty much it for Mezco. Nothing really to discuss. No hidden little clues. No little
What's the
breadcrumbs anywhere in this post. And believe me, I've looked. I
yeah?
data mined it.
Yeah, I was about to say, did you have your decoder ring out and shit? You look at
Yeah.
this thing with 3D
I mean,
glasses.
Yeah, he had a magnifying glass, the decoder ring, like
I tried, man.
he's something else.
Well, hell yeah!
What
Hey,
else
what?
we
I
got?
can't believe we milked that for 15 minutes. Sick. We're pros.
Right? Content, baby.
That's it. Um, next up is NECA. They revealed something every day last year, right? Or no? Or last month.
Yeah, last month.
Yeah, they did.
What did they reveal this month? This week?
They
Yeah.
had a few little reveals this week. I think the last thing we talked about, because it was Saturday or the day before, the Howl of Ween itself. We talked about Bela Lugosi
There
and
we go.
Dracula, who I learned after last week's episode is not Italian. He is Romanian, apparently.
Oh.
No, or Bulgarian? Oh, see, I don't even remember.
Oh no.
I think Romanian. But yeah, good stuff.
Says he's an American
the
actor.
second to last reveal. What was that?
He said, "This says he's an American actor."
Okay, all right. Whatever, man. It was the chat. They were misleading me. All right, I blame it on them.
He's from Romania. Yes.
Okay, all right. There we go. So here is that was the Dracula figure, and then the next day, this was the final reveal.
Candy. Oh.
I'm still not getting it.
Sour Patch Kids and M&Ms.
I'm seeing, I think these are peanut M&Ms. In fact, my God, they got money over there.
Is it that like? Is it that
Swedish
random like?
fish.
Is it that random box in the back? Like, what is the?
So I think this is a. There's a bunch of little accessories. There's like test tube, like a beaker with like a stirring rod thing right here. There's like a goblet. There's another like chalice kind of cup or like a mug. There's this lantern. There is a top hat right here. There's
Invisible
one of
Man,
the
says Doom Daddy.
yeah. There's a plate right here. There's something here, and then in the back is like a coffin. So I think, and then there's like a sigh right here from the Frankenstein, Leonardo. No, Raphael was it? Yeah.
Hmm.
So it seems to me like this is some kind of like Universal Monsters accessory pack or something.
Interesting move.
Yeah.
If we don't
So
get the
that way they
candy,
don't have
we
to
riot.
pack, the coffin with
Oh
Dracula
yeah.
and say you still get the regular price on him, and then you get this other SKU out there with
Sure.
all kinds of new accessories. But it could be Invisible Man. Yeah, that's true too.
Could you imagine an Invisible Man, no figure, but the cutout for the figure, and it just comes with
Yeah.
accessories for everybody else?
Didn't Mattel do that?
Yeah.
Didn't Mattel release a Hot Wheel with it said like Wonder Woman's jet, and
Yeah.
there was like nothing in the fucking
Yeah.
package?
Funimation
Yeah,
did that with their My Hero figure too.
Oh yeah, that was hilarious. That's
Oh yeah.
funny, I think, right?
Okay, so that was it for the spooky reveal.
Oh, shit.
Oh, the last time we'll say that. It looks like, yeah, they had another of these direct sales. So some of these previously Target exclusive TMNT cartoon 2-packs went up for pre-order on the NECA store. So you can get Dirtbag and Ground Chuck. Great
Damn.
name. And then Wingnut and Screw Loose while supplies last. So I hope if you're a Turtles fan, you this isn't the first time you're hearing about this, and you were there on the day and you got yours.
What a time to be a Turtles fan, man.
Seriously, dude. Look at
They're
these deep
getting
ass
it all,
cuts.
baby.
Next up, another little kind of we've seen the figures revealed, but now we're getting the announcement of the actual line and everything to go with it. So, they did the Defenders of the Earth cartoon line a little bit ago. That was at Target. The Flash Gordon and Ming. So those are the King Features characters as seen in the 80s cartoon called Defenders of the Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're going back and touching on these characters in their more like comic book appearance from King Features. So this is part of their original superheroes line. So we got a new Flash Gordon, a couple different head sculpts and accessories and sword. Good looking buff dude using that DC body that they used for the 2-packs with like Predator and Alien and stuff. And then a Ming the Merciless, looking evil and without mercy.
Yeah.
Still as racist as it was 50 years ago.
Yeah, just slightly less of a racist pastiche. Maybe a little more alien looking than straight up foreign. And then the Phantom, Billy Zane, finally. Not really. This is the original comic Phantom with glow-in-the-dark eyes and pistols and blast effects and a whip and a skull. Cool. Yeah, dope stuff. I mean, whoever had I think they also did some exclusives of Flash Gordon and Ming the Merciless. And then there's also like the 2-pack coming out where they're based on, they're still like this style kind of comic booky, but their costumes or deco on them is more like the Flash Gordon movie.
Fantastic.
Hell yeah.
So cool. If you're a fan of this stuff, Phantom for sure looks great. I mean, the main thing to say about these is let's hope the QC is better than the Defenders of the Earth figures were, because we pulled up on Paralleled Universes, or maybe it was even Pharaoh's QC, where like the crotch, I guess, just completely came apart, like the pin that holds the two balls in the crotch together. This sounds terrible.
Well,
This is very
If I had a dime for every time that happened, huh?
So more head. How do we make this worse?
My soundboard.
Oh
is
man, it was
hooked
so
up.
funny. Yeah, like 2 days ago, I was watching a basketball game where somebody got hit in the head with a basketball. I was, like, watching it with my family, and I was like, "So he got hit in the head?" And they were
Yo,
just looking at me like, "What?"
Oh no.
last week when I was remoting, Becca and I were in the living room like moving stuff, right? And then we heard you guys talking about something, and then somebody said something about a head, and then I like dropped whatever I was holding lifting with Becca, and I said, "Hold on, give it 10 seconds. Rick is gonna say so no head in 10 seconds, or I move this by myself." And then, sure enough, within like 5 seconds, so no head.
Amazing. It's come over to my streams as well, by
Yes.
the way.
Yes.
That's what I like to hear, man.
So good. One of the I'm great A.C.B.A podcast memes. Uh, but yeah, let's hope there's better QC on these dudes because nobody wants to see a bunch of broken NECA figures.
Yeah, I was when I was packing up all my figures, I noticed my Doctor Doom, the newest one, where he's like in his like white like colorway. The crotch on that one disintegrated too. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
God
man.
damn.
Yeah, and you know what sucks is you just missed your chance. A couple of days ago, he was like $10 on Amazon.
Maybe I can get in touch with Hasbro and they'll send out a replacement. So
Or
That'd
they'll
be
send
cool.
you like a random Han Solo from 5 years ago.
no,
Yay!
don't jinx
We'll
it.
send you another figure from the same wave just
I
because it's the same SKU number.
I just want just his hips. I don't fucking know. What do I call that? Just want his
You know,
crotch. No.
what Fabio just spelled it out for you. You want the pin between the balls and the crotch.
Exactly.
The pin is inside the. Okay.
Repeat DC hit us with 5. He said, "I sent TMNT pics to your IG Poncho." Hi, chat. Hey, what's up, man? Thank you.
Oh, what up, dude? All right, he's sliding right in. Huh?
That's it. Yeah,
All
big
right, a couple
shout
more
out
little quick NECA
to
hits. One in
Repeat.
particular that is big news.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
We got a new Doc Brown coming. This was teased during the Comic-Con panel, but here it is in full color.
That's crispy.
Oh, interesting. Wow.
21 gigawatts.
If you ever wondered how they were going to reuse that Marty in like the hazmat suit or whatever, boom.
All right.
It's your kids, Marty.
Cool. Let's hope he has another expression too, and some crazy faces. All right. The other thing, there was a leak. All right. There's a whistleblower over at NECA. He's blowing the lid off this whole thing.
Oh no.
All right. So over the summer, I think it was during or maybe early fall, there was the Walmart Collector Con thing. I think we talked about it here.
Yes.
And during the Walmart Collector Con, a random like listing for NECA went up, and it was like Farm 2-pack or something like that.
Oh yeah.
And it was up for 4 hours, and a bunch of people got orders in, and then the listing disappeared, and we don't know what it was. So a lot of people were speculating that it could be the new Casey and another version of April. And sure enough, the pictures were leaked over this past weekend, and NECA went ahead and addressed it. And they said, on our farm, we had a leak. EIO. And apparently there's more details coming this coming Tuesday. They were saving the reveal for one of their Turtle Tuesdays, but the wad has been blown early. And a little cheeky acknowledgement. First of
Can
all,
we stop for a second and acknowledge the fact that this looks exactly like Nicolas Cage in Con Air?
Yo.
Oh my god. No, he's supposed to have a beard. He has like a beard,
In Con Air? Does he? Oh yeah, he does.
He does. My dad that's like one of the first that's no, never mind. My dad took me to see that in theaters. Like in Con Air.
Your dad's a
Oh
fucking damn good man.
I was gonna say that's the first live action movie I saw in theaters, but it was Muppets on Treasure Island, which is the first one I saw.
Oh hell, hey, man, you got that's a good movie.
That's great. But either way, this is like I said, just another chance at these. I think they've done the Ultimate Casey already, like by himself, but this is a little more stripped down version of him, and then the new
Literally and figuratively
of him, without the mask, which was previously unusable, but
true.
Through working with Judith Hogue on working on her figure, she was able to convince Mr. Casey Jones guy to do the same.
That's cool. That's a great story.
Yeah. Couple things to note here, though.
Uh-oh.
The first version of Casey had the double elbows, and people didn't like that. So the Ultimate Casey had these, second V2 elbows,
Hmm.
and it looks like with everybody complaining about the knees on April, remember
Yep.
they went back
Oh,
and have given
knees.
us some new knees on this
Who
new version
dis?
of April, single
Oh, so
jointed.
these are better looking than the other ones? Because these still
Yeah,
look not good.
yeah, they are. No, objectively, no.
I
No,
don't know.
you know what this 2-pack really gives you that nobody likes to acknowledge? You get the mom from Halloween Town.
Right here, there she is, dude,
There she
and
is.
wearing an outfit that first of all that she wears more throughout the movie, but
True.
also like just generic enough that it could work as the mom from Halloween Town.
Exactly, man. Like she could be like, I don't want to be a witch,
Yeah,
Halloween
mom.
is cool.
they're coming with some drawings. There's some drawings of the turtles here,
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah. It's
and then
beautiful.
some binocs and a katana. Well, actually, this is one of the turtle swords. Is that a throwback edition Gatorade right there?
Oh man, that is when
I
they
think
used
it
to be
says
made of
Turtle
mom.
Aid, but this is supposed to be
Of
from that
course
scene.
it does.
Yeah.
Yo. The original third party namers in NECA with these brands.
Oh, we'll get there. We'll get there. But yeah, a lot of people talking about the crotch on this Casey. I don't know why. I mean, they're pajamas, dude. He's wearing the gray sweatpants.
It's sweatpants
No,
season,
they're
boys.
doing what they're supposed to. They're highlighting this bichadillo. Come on, man.
Exactly. Remember, they had to come to some compromises in reaching the license deal with the actor. They're like, all
He's
right,
like, hey,
I'll give you my face, but you gotta endow me real well.
Yeah.
he's like, you gotta make me look like I'm packing. None of this flat surface. I need a real speed bump.
KJ, my dude, he says we need the head sculpt on Leonardo with the visible human mouth inside. It's really good.
Oh man.
Yeah, he is packing heat for sure. Aside from the rest of the weapon loadout here, but yeah, looking good. So we'll find out the full details on Tuesday as to when and where we will actually get this.
Hell yeah.
I believe that's it for NECA.
Wow.
I believe that's it for NECA.
Wow.
I thought they had another gargoyles reveal.
I think it might have just been
sure.
a packaging reveal. I'm checking their Twitter right now. Let's see.
I'm looking forward to everybody using this Casey as a drunk dad stand-in for all of their displays. It's gonna be really nice.
Oh, for sure.
There's
Think you can make it
another
out of
tease.
this town without me, baby girl?
You're trash, just like your mother.
You're never gonna be nothing.
I gotta go. Get out of here.
You're lucky one of the local boys ain't knocked you up.
I guess we should also give a belated happy birthday to Stefan Fulkins, who's Mr. NECA Dios.
Oh
The dude
shit.
that does the dios for NECA.
Man.
The
He's
big
only 30.
3-0.
What?
30. Tender age of 30.
Dang. Young guy.
He's older than me.
Yeah, there they are. The boys
That's
hanging.
it.
All right. This is cool, by the way.
Yeah, pizza. That's great.
Hey, it's like
Remember when everyone was doing it with bacon and eggs around Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
Right. All right, so that's it for NECA. What's up? What else we got?
Sentinel.
Yeah, I was looking for pictures of that. You know who might have posted some?
Poncho had them.
I'm sure Boog posted some.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Boog absolutely did.
While you're looking that up, Jamichael Johnson hit us with 5. Thank you so much, man. He said, "Hey, A.C.B.A. crew. Hope everyone is having a great night. Finally found the SHF Super Saiyan Blue Goku at Target last night. It was super hype. Had to grab 2 of them. Yeah, they're starting to disappear, so you better grab them quick. That's also another thing to touch on real quick for SHF. They're reissuing all the Broly movie figures that were general releases. So that's great news. So,
Yeah, it was like a rumor like a few weeks ago,
Yeah.
and then like everybody started putting up solicitations, and then it's like, oh, okay, so it's not just bullshit.
Hell yeah. So great time to grab a new Broly for retail, as well as Super Saiyan Blue and a Gogeta. Great. So
You
hell
know
yeah.
what sucks is that why no Vegeta, man?
Well, the Vegeta was a Tamashii Web exclusive.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Vegeta and Akari Broly were both Tamashii Web exclusives.
Dios mío.
Why'd they do it to us, Rick?
Why, man? Why?
All right, okay. Here comes Spider Man. Stupid. Spider.
It's SPDR, man.
Is it? I've been saying Spider for years.
I don't know. Looking cool though. It's huge.
Yeah,
Sure.
this thing looks crazy. Sentinel, like, I, like they can't make bad figures. It's almost impossible. Like Sentinel is operating at 100% efficiency, 365 days a year. It's crazy.
You can't like remake these. Like, how do you make variants? This is just like crazy for a one-off figure. You know?
I'm just so worried about those joints.
Yeah,
They're clear, man. They're clear.
the joints are
As
strange.
soon as I seen them, I was like, God, this is heartbreaking. Like
They better give you
none of
5 extras of each.
none of us would have cried foul if like they were made solid
That's
plastic. Nobody would be
crispy.
like, well, that's not really accurate. I think we all would have just, sucked it up and went with it. Like, damn, this is gonna be kind of rough.
Christopher Miller brings up a great point. Why is the main character a statue? Yeah, a little unfortunate.
It's very. This is like it's so funny because just looking at this is such a Japanese thing to do.
Yes, it really is.
Yeah, this is like a super like to do that is just so Japanese. Like, oh, we'll give you the robot, but the person is a statue.
Yes, that's I was almost certain that whoever made a diva figure, like that's how it would have been from Overwatch. Like her mech would have been articulated, and then she's a statue.
Oh, for sure.
But they just went the other way around, I guess. Figma, why not?
Yo, that's literally what this is. Wow.
Yeah, right.
Eva?
I'm hoping that like later down the road they could release like an articulated Penny Parker. I just think like it would have
That'd
been
be cool.
too much for an articulated Penny Parker and a Spider at the same time. That would have been like a $200 figure or $250 figure.
Yeah, that's more of like
Would've
a
been pretty rough.
2-pack at that point. This is
Yeah.
just a one figure with the accessory.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad because she doesn't do anything in the movie. Like, what does she do besides like say funny things and make a cute face? Like,
True. I think it'd be
Nice
nice to
to
have
see
her.
hell yeah, I would.
Miles, though.
I would want it for sure, but I'm not heartbroken. But I would have wanted it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the same sentiment as like I would really like an articulated Spider Ham too, but like, can we justify it? I mean, obviously I can justify anything with Spider-Verse, but I get it.
Yeah, exactly. That's a great example. Yeah, like I would love it, but like I'm not. I understand.
I think it'd be great if like because Penny and Ham are very small characters. I think it'd be great if they did a 2-pack with Penny and Ham, both articulated, just with like minimal accessories to like just offset the cost. That'd be really cool.
Honestly, this was such a big surprise because I just assumed that they would do Noir next.
Yeah,
They're
right.
like, well,
You would think.
they do the easier character. I thought.
Sonic Rockman X brings up that he thought the robot was supposed to be bigger. I've seen a lot of people say that too. I don't know. Like I can go either way on that too. Like it feels like he should be bigger, but like every time I look at key art and stuff, like the robot is always crouching or something. Like he rarely is ever standing up like this. But like from the key art and stuff and promotional art, it looks like he's in scale right here. Maybe he should be like a touch bigger. But like whenever I think the scene that is always in everybody's head is like that docking scene where Penny goes inside the robot and like it looks so huge in there. So I think that's why a lot of people assume that the figure should be like the robot should be like way huger. But like that's just like normal animation stuff. Like it's just gonna look way bigger in that cockpit. Like I don't know. It's not on model. I don't know. Whatever. I would like it if it were bigger, but I don't I don't mind it being this, whatever, this size.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, yeah, I mean, it looks cool. I wish I was trying to say that I wish that they had the Penny Parker next to Miles so you could see the scale of her.
Oh,
Oh
go
yeah,
back,
that would.
go back one. these these
Just
aren't.
because they're in kind of different poses. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, they're not in the same photo at all. That's a
Yeah,
Photoshop.
no. But yeah, either way, if you're trying to finish out your Spider-Verse, this is probably going to be the most accurate option for this, and it's got light up features.
Yeah, for sure. Hell yeah,
Good stuff.
Sentinel undefeated, man. I remember when Sentinel like threw their hat in the ring for Spider-Verse stuff. So many people are like, "Well, another Miles? Like, why do I? Like, why?" But like, they're quickly proving that they might just be the premier line to flesh out your Spider-Verse roster.
Hell yeah, baby.
All right, if we can get into another quick little third-party hit here.
Let's go.
This came. I was made aware of this by Lago Figs of the Toy Migos.
Hell yeah.
Good, outstanding member of the community.
Oh my god.
This is
Oh
a
my
1/6
god.
scale. But this is the Foe.
Yo!
Is this not the greatest third-party figure release of all time? So it's the Norman Osborne figure. It comes with a little, Green Goblin bust and some accessories, but I guess this company has already made a Green Goblin, so you can go back and add this head sculpt to that, or just display it on this bust or whatever. But the Foe,
That's so good.
Willem the Foe, if you will.
Yo, that's so crazy.
I much prefer Willem to Friend.
Yeah, what a great meme.
Yeah, this is definitely something of a scientist himself.
True.
It's fantastic.
It seems like
This
he
is up there.
sacrificed a
I
lot.
kind of want to. I want to get a tier list of all these third party names of this year alone, because there have been some really good ones, like the third party Deathstroke called Stab of the Hades. Have you not seen this?
The third party Colossus from Deadpool, the Steel.
Oh yeah.
The Steel. Then I think the 1/6 scale fake Juggernaut is called like the Prisoner or like something ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, there's always, even to the point that it seems like DC has started to incorporate that, because DC has their three Jokers: the Clown, the Criminal, and the Comedian, and they're all third-party Joker names.
Oh my god.
Crispy.
Like
Michael
this
Johnson
one's
hit us
from-
with $2. You know how much I sacrificed?
Here's, and speaking of the Clown, here is
Yeah.
the Clown too.
The
This is
Clown.
a 1/12 scale one that's coming out, but it's Heath Ledger Joker. But I mean, it's not gonna get better than the
The
Foe.
Foe. The Foe is the best third party name I've ever heard in my entire life.
Oh,
Oh
Yeah.
man.
You know what?
you
The only thing
can't
that's missing
do
from
this
this,
to me.
No, you can't do this to me.
oh no.
Back to formula.
You know, the only thing I'd wish for this is if it came with an accessory when he's digging his fingers into like the shit,
into the casserole.
and then he's like into the
Yeah.
casserole, and he's like putting it on his lips and shit.
Yeah.
Norman Osborne.
Would you like to say grace?
Or you know what would have been sick is to give him a knife and a knife sharpener,
I know.
Yeah.
Just a little-
because he's got that creepy smile already. So
Yeah.
he could be doing the oink, oink, oink. There you go. Jumper and or no, Broomafast.
Brummer fast. Get what you want on
Michael
Brummer fast.
Johnson is so right. They need to go back to formula and give us this in 112.
Absolutely.
Oh man, hell yeah.
Back to formula.
Really good.
Oh my god. Lego Fig's tough guy in the train was one of my favorites. What the fuck? Oh my
These
god.
they actually call them by their name, but they are in fact a third-party figure. Have you guys seen this new it's a PC Toys Neo 2.0 from
Whoa.
Matrix Reloaded with a brand new Trinity?
Dude, this looks great.
Yeah, these look fantastic. I held off on that first one. I think he was called the Hacker.
He was called the Hacker.
I held off on him just because I didn't remember, I guess, how like militarized Neo was in the first movie. I always kind of remembered him like this, with like
Yes.
the long coat with like the buttons going down the front.
I think like as iconic as the first movie is, like this look right here is the more iconic look for Neo, I think.
Yeah, for sure. And especially because he had like kind of weird like high boots or whatever that I think like not in the sculpt or whatever, not in the design, but like the actual figure, the way that they made the boots on it looked a little weird. Like I think it was like a leather boot cover almost that goes over the bottom of the pant leg, and then it just breaks off into like the regular boot sculpt. It wasn't like a single, sculpted boot. So I think with this,
check out that link I
you get
just
away
sent.
with it because you're still wearing the kind of like dress shoes with the pants.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the face sculpt is a little off too on the original Hacker. This one looks a little bit more like Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, man, people in the chat just giving us all these third party names. The third party General Zod is Black Steel Man. And Zaystro is waiting on the ink
Check the
blot.
link. I just sent a link in the podcast chat right now.
Oh yeah, this is a good one. I've
Mr.
seen this, yeah.
Dots!
Mr. Dots.
Mr. Dots.
It's like if you're trying to recreate these characters in City of Heroes.
Yo, what a great callback!
Or Champions Online. If that
Oh
was your
my
bag,
god.
too.
Oh my god, Champions Online.
I
Which was
played
supposed
Champion
to be
Online.
Marvel Universe Online.
I played City of Heroes every day for years. Like that
Thank
was
goodness.
like my favorite game. That is still my favorite MMO of all time. I love City of Heroes. Me and my best friend made Bill and Ted characters. We roleplayed as Bill and Ted characters, and then once we maxed those out, we made evil Bill and Ted characters, and then we maxed those guys out.
Oh my god.
It was great.
Yeah.
Well, this looks fantastic. 112 scale when?
Lego Fig said he just sent you the best one.
Oh yeah, let me see.
Check your,
I'm pulling
check
up
your
my
DMs,
IG
baby.
right now. One sec.
Check your DMs off screen.
Oh yeah. This one. This is Chow Yun Fat, right?
Yeah. What is this?
The train.
Tough guy in the train. Yo.
Christ.
What is this from?
What? I don't know what is this.
Has to be from a movie where.
Oh,
he-
this
The
is Train to
movie, for sure.
Busan.
Oh, it's from Train to Busan. Oh, okay. I
Oh
haven't seen
yeah! Oh
that.
my god.
Tough guy in the train.
Tough guy in the train. Yo.
That's a great like direct to DVD action series.
Yeah.
Like Tough Guy: in the
It's a
train.
train.
Tough Guy Precinct 93.
Oh man. I'm with we gotta put a pin in this, man. Like at the end of the year, we definitely have to make a tier list of the year's
Yeah.
best third party names.
For
Oh
sure.
man, yeah. It's like end of the year show. We make a tier list of like best third party name. No,
Yeah. All right. Good stuff. Thank you for that, Lago. Appreciate you.
Hell yeah.
What else we got?
Let's talk. There's a link in the podcast chat about an SHF
Oh.
figure. I wanted to talk about it real quick.
Okay. I can make that happen.
And then Fabio, Rick, you said there was a Figma release you wanted to talk about too.
Oh no, I was tripping. It was also SH Figure Arts, but let me get that out.
Okay.
Was it this guy?
So this came up, I want to say like around Wednesday of last week or something like that. This is from a new show or a show called some shit. I don't know. I don't watch the show, but the figure looks
Something
really
of the
cute.
king or something.
Yeah, figure looks really cute. If you just want to like just thumb through them, it's just like a really cool looking little SHF figure. It's really nice. I love
And it
this
makes
little
me
guy.
Yeah, and he makes me hopeful
Yeah,
that,
that's
like, you know
that's
what,
it.
man, this could lead to, like, DBZ doing some shit.
Yeah,
Look at
man.
how happy he is.
Yeah, this has like
What a little jovial little man.
yeah. This makes me
Exactly,
hopeful for
man.
like Dragon Ball art accurate, like little chubby fat figures. I love it. Like I can't
Dude,
wait.
a
If
Yajirobe, and I'll fucking lose my mind.
true, if we get like early art, early arc, like Goku and Krillin, like little fat Goku, like stocky Krillins, I would lose my mind. Like, don't get me
I
wrong.
see I see you also fuck bitches, Krillin and Goku.
But this looks cool. I like just like Rick said. This it gives me hope for accurate child bodies for sure for Dragon Ball. And then Rick just sent that other link. Oh, the
The
pre-orders went
Swan.
back up. Nice.
Yeah, Nobara from Jujutsu Kaisen. So we complete the team now
Hell yeah, dude.
because all of them are up for pre-order for the four. So there
That
you
was
go. There they are. Look
fast.
at them.
That was fast for them to complete the team.
I think it's because they don't want. It's hard to know sometimes like how popular something's gonna be like for a certain period of time.
Hmm.
So I'm assuming they just wanted to get it out. Like, hey man, what if the shit's not popular like a year from now? Remember Tiger and Bunny? Boom.
Yeah, Tiger and Bunny, the ultimate precautionary tale.
They were like so big for 1 year
Man,
and then never again. And there's so many animes like that. Like it's just like
hell yeah.
Is that the team right there?
That's
the
it.
team, man.
I gotta watch this show again and pay attention.
Yeah, without a riff track.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, maybe I leave Michael Wisman out of this viewing.
Well, that's like Yu Yu Hakusho. No.
This looks great, man. BXTR Works hit us with $10 for fist bumps. Thank you, man. Hell yeah.
BXTR works. One of the greats.
That's
Let's
it.
bump his fist.
That's
Dude, he
it.
can't
I
see
bump
it.
my
I'm
fist with yours. sir.
fisting him right now. He can't even see it.
One of the best to do it. One last thing for SHF. If you want to go through Premium Bandai, Dodoria closes tonight or tomorrow. So,
Sunday, maybe
oh, it's today?
That's crisp.
Sunday.
Oh, Sunday, yes. So pre-orders close 11 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow for Dodoria. So if you don't have them pre-ordered on a Japanese retailer, this is your last chance to get them for retail before Big Bad Toy Store sets the aftermarket price.
Yeah, and they're doing that a lot more often.
Yeah, they really are.
They're bumping shit up now. They're not doing the might get a little steal like we have stock that people canceled.
Very true.
They're jacking up those prices, man.
100%. But that's just the landscape now. So, whatever.
It's just the name of the game, baby.
That's it. I guess that does it for top stories, huh?
Pretty much. Yeah, we went. I mean, they were quick, but we went longer than we definitely needed to on each.
True.
Good stuff.
Yeah, let's go into community. Let's talk OcTOYber real quick.
Let's.
OcTOYber wrapped. That's it. All right, next. Psych.
It's over.
Yeah, man. OcTOYber this year was like really good. It was really good. Like every year it just gets.
I would go as far as to say it was dank.
Yeah, it was dank. Yeah. There's just really great pictures this year for OcTOYber. Like, and then the way the themes were interpreted were also really great this year too. Anybody who participated in OcTOYber, if you're in chat right now, just sound off with like your favorite theme, like, and which theme you had the most fun taking pictures of, or if you did all 30 days, or how many days you got done out of the month. I think it'd be really cool to get everybody's input on that. But yeah, man, I thought it was a really great event this year. I thought it was really nice. Each year, more and more like vets get off the bench and like participate in the event. So I think that's really really cool. And yeah, I just thought it was nice. I do want to dive in way deeper. I guess next week when Boog is here. But like I just figured we'd touch on it just a little bit. You did some photos, right, Fabio, for this or no?
I did like a photo that I posted, and I had another one that I just didn't post it on the day, so I just like held
That's
on
fine.
to it. I don't know.
It's a little
Yeah, I
rainy
didn't
day
get a lot of time
combo.
to do it.
What would you say was your favorite theme that you saw from people? Like just
Um, there was a lot of really good ones, honestly. Like very, very like on the nose ones, and very like you know outside the box thinking kind of ones.
mhm.
I saw a lot of good ones for nostalgia. You want to
Yes.
yours was great in particular,
Oh,
but
thanks.
that was one where you really got to see a lot of people's personality through the photos.
Actually, yeah, absolutely.
That was a great one. Um, Breaking Bad was good too because you had you had a lot of random characters doing like chemistry, or you had
Yeah.
like very very like evil acts going on. There was a lot of really good ones, honestly. Like people really took these and ran.
Yeah, for sure. I liked Unsung Heroes was pretty nice too. I really like that theme. A lot of
Mm.
people. It Follows was a good theme too. That was a really great suggestion for that one. It was really cool to see what people
Well, thank you.
came up with that for sure.
Yeah.
uh,
Yours was like actually from the movie. Like you had the V Toy's body fucking chasing
Naked
people, right?
guy. Yeah.
Really good.
You know which one had some unexpected entries was Monster Mash.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah,
Some people did some creative shit.
They sure did.
they did the mash.
That's
But yeah,
Kyle
we'll get
House.
more into it. We got to talk winners and all that stuff when the time comes. Obviously, that'll be when Boog is here. This is mostly to say it's over. Good job, everybody.
Yeah, great
Relax.
job for sure.
If you did it for a month straight, take a month off.
Yeah, I'm taking a year off until next October.
Right.
Kyle House say I don't know what day Poncho did that Hank Hill photo, but that was amazing. That was what day was that? That was
Punishment. That was punishment, I think. Right.
it was Punishment, yes. Because Hank
Yeah,
Hill brings the propane.
Right. Really good.
Let's
Keep
see.
Me Out is objectively the best one, but I didn't want to like say that was obviously one of the ones that I like the most. But
Which one?
objectively, Me Out
Yes,
is the actual best theme.
absolutely.
Like, you could run a contest just on that theme.
We really could.
Yeah.
Like Me Out is always my favorite every year, no matter what. And like just for future references, every OcTOYber will have a meme theme. Like it's too good
Meme me
to
out,
exclude.
fam.
Meme me out. Can you meme me out real
Meme
quick?
me
Meet me outside. How about that?
Oh my god. Meme me up, Scotty. God, it's just
The meme team.
meme team.
Meme work makes the dream work.
Meme work makes the dream work. So good.
Meme guy on the train.
Oh god.
Dude.
Yeah. Yeah, just to echo what you said, Fabio, like great job everybody. Even if you didn't do all 31 days, if you were even able to get one out at all, super great. Like we say all the time, the point of OcTOYber is to just like get in the mood for shooting figures, and like maybe if you can like build a healthy habit of getting in the mood for like setting up displays, taking them down, and then just thinking on your feet and getting something up like within 24 hours. So it's really cool. It was really cool to see people show out. It was really cool to see people improve throughout the month too. This year for winners, we'll talk about it next week more in detail, but just so everybody's on the same page, we're gonna have first, second, and third place this year, and then we're going to spin Hopefully next week we'll spin. We'll spin for one random day, and then we'll pick the best person, the best entry that day, and then we'll spin for a random person that day too. So we'll have 5 prizes in total this year for OcTOYber. So hell yeah, man. Again, congratulations to everybody who did OcTOYber. And a lot of the stuff in the next thing for highlights will actually be from OcTOYber. So I sent a link earlier.
So it's community highlights first, Huh?
Yeah, let's do highlights first. It's that one right there. So a lot of like quick hits for highlights right here.
For sure. It's been a minute, but yes.
True. Here we go. This was just posted today. Alex N. Richardson. Always killing it, dude. His shots look so cinematic all the time. So this just looked good. It's just a good looking photo. So I just wanted to highlight it.
This isn't what to grind on. We are literally just saying, yeah, this is fantastic. Everybody, like, go look at this.
True. Yeah.
What coat is that? It looks like, I mean, it's a soft goods coat, and might be one of the Gomez coats, but it looks good on that. That Spider Noir from Marvel Legends.
Hell yeah.
Good stuff. Congrats, Alex. We had this.
I loved this one. This was, I don't know what day this was for. This was for one of the days. I can't really tell. In his like A.C.B.A. post, he said which day it was for. What day was it posted? 7 days ago? So no, I don't know. Whatever. But I thought this was really cool. Monster Mash, maybe?
Maybe Monster Mash. Till we meet again, maybe? I don't know.
Hold on, I can actually figure it out. But I just thought it was really funny. The caption is really funny too. It's just like really fun. I just really like it when people do like weird little shots like this. Like that's my favorite type of shit is weird little shots.
I love the whole don't talk to me or my son ever again.
Exactly. Yeah. So I guess this wasn't an OcTOYber thing at all. Like in the actual page, he doesn't mention anything about OcTOYber, but it's just still a really cool shot. Hell yeah. What's next?
Good stuff.
Oh, this one was really good.
Dude, this one got a lot of love.
Well deserved too. All tangible, man. Some of my favorite shit is when somebody does panels tangibly. So good.
What? How?
Yeah.
I ask you. Yeah, this looks good. Obviously, it's the Spider-Man comic cover. So this was this is for multi-scale display.
Interesting.
Not for the cover, whatever it's called.
Got you covered.
And he used model kit sprues for the
sprues. Yeah, runners.
Yeah.
Sick.
Nuts.
As soon as I saw this photo, I was like, "Oh, those are runners."
Yeah. Really
I
good.
Said Dems for show some runners.
Literally what like. Oh, I see the multi-scale now because it's one of the kind of like Godzilla buildings in the background.
Yes. Makes sense.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
That's sick. Good perspective. Good force of perspective.
True. Hell yeah, man.
Good stuff, man. People are so creative. You know, I always, when you like putting together a set like this is like, you know, not an easy thing to like, you know, how it kind of looks very haphazard, you know, the way it's put together, but he's created such like a convincing illusion because all you're seeing is this right here.
Yes.
It's so tight. So
yeah,
it doesn't matter that this is balanced on, you know, the 2 other foam pieces.
Yeah. This is textbook A.C.B.A.
Yeah.
So good.
Okay. Currently inside a Labrador Retriever.
Yes, I loved this one. This one was so funny. This is for in the lab.
Oh, that's right. Ridiculous. Luis is way too happy to be looking at some dog booty hoe.
Really good, man. Just very simple, but extremely effective. So good. Big shout out to Spencer, man. Killed it.
Man, Spencer, just always just a mainstay.
True. You're
He's
chill.
getting up there with the Simon Hills, I gotta say.
Let's
I know
go.
that's a
Whoa.
lofty comparison, but as far as consistency, I don't think you're gonna see it much better than Spencer and like Simon, all those guys.
High praise for sure.
Really good stuff. And as part of the same conversation, if
Yes.
not Brandon.
Yeah, man. Brandon was doing his thing too this October as well. He did Battober.
Mm-hmm.
And then for a lot of the days, coincidentally, they lined up to where his his picture could have worked as an OcTOYber photo as well. So it was really cool.
He's playing 5D chess.
Absolutely. Exactly. 300 IQ.
Yeah. Amazing use of the saran wrap water method.
Yeah, this is one of the best. This is like one of the best like depictions of that technique I've seen in a very long time. It's so good. I said it on his Facebook post, but like he is bridging the gap between being like just a good toy photographer to just being like generally a great photographer. Just with the amount of techniques he has under his belt now. Like, not to say that like if you can only be a good toy photographer and then be a bad photographer, but like he is incorporating so many like actual real photography skills into his workflow and stuff. It's just like he could just make the switch at any time possible, and it would be like there's no change at all. So I just wanted to give him like a huge shout out because like I can't get over how great his photos look every single time. So
Seriously.
good.
Oh yeah.
One of the greats.
What a beast.
This was hilarious.
Yes.
Yeah, that one's awesome.
All right. Up next. Okay. Enough joviality.
Yeah, this is by Alex Chan. This one was so good. That's illegal. Another great theme too.
Yeah.
This was so funny.
Is that the Zord Ascension project?
No. No. Well, that's not true because this is a tangible thing, not an NFT. So.
Oh, I see.
No, this is the Solo Chogokin 6-inch scale one. This is the figure that got me back into collecting. Hell yeah.
This is the figure
Really?
that broke right out of the box for me.
Oh
Oh,
no!
man.
Thankfully, it wasn't a bad break, but still, like, you see that crotch piece right there?
Mm-hmm.
Just, like, popped off, like,
Oof.
it's heartbreaking.
We pop
So
it
now he
off?
just has, like, a random black crotch.
What is this little putty from?
I don't know.
Micro Machine, maybe?
Oh yeah, good call. Yeah, it's definitely from like those Polly Pocket type play
Oh,
sets.
yeah.
Polly Pocket for boys.
Polly Pocket be for boys, too.
Oh,
It could be for
God.
boys, too.
Polly Pocket was lit, dude. Are you kidding me?
Hell
so
yeah.
many interchangeable options.
Well,
So
the
good.
male version was called
Mighty Max. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I'm about to look that up right now.
What is? I forgot. Maybe it's probably best forgotten, but I remember the theme song was horribly catchy. I think I might have like misheard it one time, and I thought her name was Pally Packet.
Polly Packet.
Yeah, just from like mishearing the theme song or whatever.
Polly Packet. Oh shit. Oh, these they were just branded Micro Machine stuff. Good call, Rick.
Okay. Good stuff. A sleeping Pokemon blocks the way.
Oh, this one was so good. This is a great photo.
Wow.
This is sick. This is so good.
Such atmosphere.
I cannot believe how good this is. My only complaint is none of these figures are articulated. Doesn't matter. Who fucking cares? Like it's great. This is like is like the perfect representation of like the game. Like cuz like in the game like you just like why don't you just walk around the Snorlax? But like he's like wedged between a tree and like some rocks on this side. Like it makes sense that you wouldn't be able to just like walk around him. It's really nice. It was so
Fact.
good.
I don't know how he would have done it, but it would have been really sick to have like the snot bubble or whatever.
Oh
on their
yeah,
face
that would have
when
been
they're
cool.
sleeping.
Ooh, that would have been sick.
I feel like you could do that just with like really viscous soap and just like blow
Yeah.
a bubble with soap and just place it
Exactly.
on there. It's possible. We have the technology. That putty, real quick, the putty is definitely from a Micro Machine set. I'm looking at it right now.
Okay. Okay, very good. A nice little Pokemon stuff. Ooh, a close encounter.
Oh, this one was really good
What
too.
kind?
This guy
Oh,
does.
yeah.
I love this guy's alien custom. And any
Oh my
excuse to use the A. Lamau reaction GIF is like the best thing ever. He also like the set building here is so good, dude. He has like those
Yeah.
like
He's got
TV
the
classics.
Yeah.
Is that Triple H getting woken up?
Exactly. That's what I thought too.
Stephanie!
Is that the King of Kings?
Time to play the game.
Yeah.
Hey, El
What happens
Mao.
if I tell him to suck it?
I love the dog there too.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
dog.
really
It's
set
like
building. And dude watching South Park. I mean,
it all makes sense. Like this
it's,
guy
it's
has a
actually
whole
perfectly.
series. He has a whole series with this alien custom. It's really good.
This is the Ash versus Evil Dead thing.
Yes, and I tried desperately to get like a body so I could
Yeah.
so I could bite his idea. It's so good. Because I sculpted an alien head too, but I just ended up putting him on the creeper body.
Oh yeah.
So I gotta wrinkle my alien up. He's too
Did you ever
smooth
get
still.
a vapor figure?
I did, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, whoa, fuck! I could put him on there. Did you see that guy who did 2D head sculpts from Gorillas for the Vapor figure?
I think so.
Oh,
Yeah.
I never seen that.
Yeah, those went up. Those were I think $85 for a head sculpt, but it was so limited that
Goddamn.
like, but they looked so good. Anyway, we're getting away from the point. This is really great.
I am closely encountered. Yes.
Truly. Which one is this one? Oh, this one
Oh,
was good
yeah.
too. Matthew Charles. I thought the perspective in here was really cool.
Some mother effers. Am I right?
Am I right?
And it's just a really clean photo too. It's
Yeah.
really, really nice.
Yeah. Just the focus right here, just so tight.
Yes. Very good. Matthew Charles, one of the greatest.
Great lighting.
I know. So good.
Cool. Would have been nice. I mean, just on a personal level. I mean, you're gonna be mixing, Mezco figures with
Oh my
Dimension retail figures. Like, come on, put some Nosferatu hands in there. Let's go.
This guy never stops.
Yeah.
You're something else, pal.
All right.
Oh,
my
real
God.
quick,
If this is what I think it is. I already love it.
Real quick, Kyle Howes hit us with $5 earlier in the show. He said, "Hey, what's up, y'all? Where is Sir Nice Booger the Third? He is in parts unknown right now. He's just away on vacation,
He
if you
is.
will."
Yeah, he's taking a sabbatical.
He's at an undisclosed location with a variety of celebrity guests.
He's just waiting for the heat to die down, and then he'll be back.
I thought this one was really, really creative. So cool.
Oh my!
The look,
made for loving you, baby.
like it's funny that like obviously fucking Ultron has like no expression on his face. He still seems so jovial about this whole thing.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
I love
man.
the posters here really tell the story. This
Yes.
is a real Weird Science meets Bride of Frankenstein.
I know.
thing going
That's
on here.
that's why I wanted to highlight it. Like just every corner of this photo is so meticulously thought out. Like nothing
Yeah.
was just like thrown together,
Yeah.
which is a method I use quite often.
And
But
it works.
You know what? It kind of reminds me of myself.
Weird Science. Is that the one with Robert Downey Jr.? Was he in that? Am I wrong?
Was he?
Weird Science. Who was in that? No, I think Bill
He is.
Paxton was in it. He
Yeah,
is?
he is. He plays
Oh.
Ian. Ian.
Oh man, I'm nuts. I'm reading I was working this week and wasn't allowed to have my phone. So if anyone was trying to reach out and stuff, sorry. I'm not allowed to have my phone during work. In fact, some people did and got kicked off of set. It was kind of a big deal.
Whoa.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
Get
no,
him out of
You're
here.
gonna get. You think you're gonna get sneaky pics of a certain person in a
Yeah.
compromising position?
no,
Get out of here.
not gonna happen. Yeah, like there's literally like an entire division devoted to just like looking for anyone posting shit online or whatever. But anyway,
bet.
I wasn't allowed to have my phone, but I'm reading this book about Saturday Night Live. Did you guys know that Robert Downey Jr. was on the cast for Saturday Night Live for like one season?
Really?
Yeah, for like basically what happened is that like in the mid '90s, it was when Lorne wasn't
No, it
wasn't
was mid '80s.
mid '80s, yeah,
Yeah.
mid '80s when Lorne was not the producer of Saturday Night Live, it was somebody else.
Yeah, it was like 5 years that Lorne Michaels wasn't producer from like 79 to like 84.
Yeah, where it was pretty much every season the cast was different, and it was filled with people like weird things like that.
Yeah, and they had like one producer that was there for like literally 10 months, and they were there to just be like, look, they're not as good as Lauren, we can kick them. And then the third person came in and quote unquote saved it or whatever. But one of those dudes, their idea was like, okay, well, you know how Saturday Night Live for 5 years was a show about writer performers, right? The writers also perform and the performers also write, and like they go out there and do it together, right? What if we just had writers and just had performers? And as part of that thought process, they wanted to bring in like just up and coming actors, not necessarily comics or comedians or even comedic actors, just straight up actors. And of those was a young up and coming RDJ.
Interesting.
Yeah, so literally like one season. So I had no idea about that. And then that was also the season that I think it was the person that only lasted 10 months was like, they had Eddie Murphy on the cast, but didn't want to feature them, And they were like, I don't know, I'm not so sure about this Eddie Murphy fellow. And then they got fired, and the next guy, came in and was like, well, obviously we're going to feature Eddie Murphy. That other person's an idiot. But yeah, that was interesting. I didn't know Robert Downey Jr. was, speaking of Weird Science, which is how we got here, was...
The only reason I know is just because Norm Macdonald and David Spade and like all those guys that used to be on SNL always talk shit about those weird years where it was like these actors that were like not even comedians that were on the show and shit.
Yeah, Don Ohlmeyer was the name of that third producer, and he was the one that was he brought in like featured Eddie Murphy, for the short amount of time that he was even there before he made it big himself. But he's also the dude that wanted to get Norm Macdonald fired because he didn't like the way that he did Weekend Update.
Oh yeah, because OJ was a close and personal friend of his.
Exactly.
Hey man, OJ's a friend of mine. You got to stop making these jokes, and then he just makes them even worse.
Yeah. Oh yes, I do remember that.
Yeah. So for all the Lorne Michaels was still kind of the man, instrumental and all that. Anyone else took over and it fucking sucked.
Old Lorne Michaels, and he's still doing it to this day.
Yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, that was... Don't we love a good tangent?
I know. Oh, the A.C.B.A podcast without a tangent.
That's right. That's how we got there. Cool. Moving on. Great photo, Eric. I was made for loving that photo. Okay, bringing it back.
Yeah, I wanted to highlight this because it's just next level cutout work.
Wow, for sure.
Really good.
And like two completely different scales here too.
I know.
Play Arts Kai, right?
Yeah, a little pack action.
Yeah, the bastard.
Very nice. I just thought this was really cool. Like the cutout work, the multi-scale, like everything about it. Like I would say the only thing I would change is like light up the flames more. That's it.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's just so good. So good.
Very
man.
good.
It's
Very
so easy to mess up a cutout that's like at such a extreme angle like this. Like the
Mhm.
art is just at an angle, but like he killed it with this one, man. This is so good. Oh yeah, Spoof Monkey. What a name.
That funky monkey.
That's it.
Oh, and here's a friend from Reddit, I believe. Raf
Yo,
Nam. Matthew
I
Navarro.
love this photo.
Yeah, this is good. How do you do, fellow mutants?
This shit was so funny.
He's at the
Yeah.
school. Like, I love this.
What makes it even funnier is the fucking rock star
Yes.
board.
And shirt. The shirt
What is
is
this
so
shirt?
funny.
Is that Call of Duty? What the fuck is that? I swear I've seen that. That's some video game graphic, but yeah, this is so funny. And speaking of this meme, this photo, that the inspiration from this, I just got to the season in The Sopranos where Steve Buscemi joins the cast.
I love when
Really good.
Steve Buscemi joins the show.
Yeah, I'm only like a couple episodes in, so he's still trying to go straight, but
Carmela, that's
I
my
don't know
cousin
if that'll
Jimmy.
last.
It's my cousin Jimmy, Carmela.
The two Tonys.
Two Tonys.
Either way, yeah, this is really good. You know what? The caption could have also been like, it's day one. They still don't suspect I'm not a mutant. Yeah, this is so good. All right, should we get into some what's to grinds ons?
Yeah, for sure. To some what to grinds on. If you guys have questions for Q&A, just throw them in the chat while we do what to grind on.
That's right. And to contrast all the praise that we were giving in this last segment for community highlights, we are now going to destroy and just fill the airwaves with toxic energy. No, it's going to be kind criticism.
I picked some good ones. This one is a good photo for sure. What I would do is I would just like bend the figure more, like his legs, like really just have his legs bending more down. It kind of looks like Bane is like lifting him because also his hand is like below his leg. If you had his hand above his leg, like he's pressing him down over his knee, then that would have worked a little bit better too.
There's not really that sense of like movement downward. It kind of looks more like a death in the family pose.
Yes, true.
Backbreaker pose,
Very true. Great custom. Great.
Yeah.
I forgot who was selling these kits, but
I
yeah,
have
man.
the same one. I literally have the same recipe for this Bane. Although I don't think that's the Hulk Hogan. I think this is the Alex.
Hulk Hogan, coming for you.
Coming for you.
We need that soundbite. Can we get that on the soundboard? Need a ton of Sopranos stuff on there too.
Oh man.
Why do you think Hulk Hogan became so obsessed with the word brother?
Right.
Stupid.
Good night, jabroni marks who don't know it'll work when you work and work yourself into a shoot, brother. Marks, brother. I think this is one of the it's not Hulk Hogan though. I think this is one of the Street Fighter characters.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
Axel.
I'm almost certain it's like you said, it's Alex, I think.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Axel. Sorry, Alex.
Axel.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, whatever.
But yeah, man, this photo wise, great. Just work on the posing just a little bit. Just some TLC.
Lighting and everything is I think good. Maybe even like back it up a little bit more from the backdrop.
Yes.
Just because you're not seeing too much of the floor anyway, and then that'll give you just a little more depth, in the background. Or if you have, it seems like you have like 3 pieces of the Crashbox Customs Dio that I have too, so you might be able to like, instead of having it lengthwise or like widthwise, you can have it lengthwise and get even more depth that way. But yeah, either way, it's mostly the posing that sells something like this, and I think you needed that sense of movement, of impact, just a little bit better conveyed. And a better Batman figure
No, the Batman's great.
on a personal level.
There is. You know
Like,
what? It that really sucks that you said that, Fabio, because it doesn't exist. That is the thing.
I don't know. I can think of at least 8 from Mezco alone.
Oh God,
No,
no.
here we go.
There's no way.
All right. Before we go at each other's throats here,
I thought this was supposed to be a short week.
Anthony Jr. Paradella.
Let's go. This one I like everything in this. Just move the figure further from the background, and I think
Yeah, exactly. Because then you can do the same setup you have here. Maybe even like the edge of this box where it's at right now. It's more like here,
Mhm.
and then here's the edge of the box, and then you see a little bit more here. Same kind of thing here. Like the edge of this box could maybe be to like here, and then back it up a little bit more so like the front is blurry, the middle is in focus, and the back is blurry. Instead, here you have the front is blurry, and then the back and the middle are in equal focus. You know, get a little more depth that way.
Yeah, and if you pulled her away from the background, then maybe you'll get a better separation of the lighting too. Just to
Yeah.
where the red, like you might be able to get like a nice rim lighting happening on her versus like just the lighting on her just kind of bleeding in with the background. It's not bleeding in at all, but like a little bit of separation would be nice for sure.
You're saying he needs to do a better. Never mind. I'm not gonna.
No.
Something rim lighting.
All right, what do we got next?
But I think he's going for like kind of like a sexy like ooh look at me pose kind of thing. I think you could even like jut out the hips a little bit more to give it more of that like booty forward feel. And that's another thing you could accomplish with the depth of it too. Is like if her butt is like closer to the lens than like her head, then that creates that depth of like her sticking the butt out more.
Yeah.
Either way. Up next, we got Meek MSMC.
Yeah. He was just talking about like he said he got the pose right, but he couldn't capture it right. That happened. We talk about it a lot. That happens a lot where you like have a pose going, and then you go to shoot it, and then it just looks a little strange once you like start shooting it. I think it's particularly more taxing with this hit figure just because of the way the skirt is sculpted. Like it really obstructs his leg here. Like his leg is definitely like bent and he's jutting his knee forward and stuff, but the skirt really obstructs it like very badly here. So you don't really get a lot of that motion in it. So maybe for something like this, you get a little creative and like take the skirt off the peg and then just like use some tack or something to have it just floating somewhere just so you can see his legs a little bit more. But overall, it's really nice. And then maybe you could do something to like hide the stands as well. But I just wanted to bring up that I totally get where he's coming from, where he has a pose that he really, really likes. And then once you go to shoot it, like you can't really capture what you see with your eyes,
Yeah, there's certain poses that are like made to be viewed from one angle, like it's a weird thing, but you have to like, that's why it's easier to, set up the camera first and then find your angle within there.
Mm-hmm.
Or like when you have the figure, like before you even put it behind the lens, if you're just like doing the freehand setup, like on the table or whatever, then that's where you like, kind of twist it around and rotate it and like move it and see like with your eye, like which angle it kind of looks best from, and then set up the camera kind of from there.
Hell yeah.
With a gut punch, I mean, it's hard. Like with like a face punch, there's like the rule of thumb where like the fist is already past the face and everything.
Mm-hmm.
With a gut punch, I that's definitely a lot harder to properly sell.
Yeah.
You can't really do a follow through on the gut punch other than like maybe create like more space so it looks like he's already been like punched away or something.
True.
Instead of having some like contact right here, there's like a gap, like a little crescent moon gap right here.
Hmm.
So I'm like, I don't know, just thinking solutions for you. Either way, this is a good thing to have, like, set up and have it be like a very in progress thing that you can come back and work on.
We're just goofing.
Just new boot goofing.
Just new
This is
boot
new
goofing.
boot
You don't get any better than Zapateria La Ballerina.
Uh, forget what streaming service that's on, but when I discovered that it was on a streaming service, I watched all of it. I forget how short it is too. It's only like 3-4 seasons.
Super, super short.
I remember just never watching like the same episode twice when it aired on Comedy Central because I thought
Yeah.
this show went on for like 10 years.
Little
All
did
right.
you know, brother.
I wanted to highlight this just because if you would have chosen a little lower angle, just like a straight like on angle, and then moved everything a little bit further away from the backdrop, then it would have elevated a little bit more for sure.
Yeah. This is one where you need that depth to sell the background and some of these props because they're clearly like very 2D.
Yes, exactly. The background is very, very 2D, and it's also illustrated at a certain angle too. So like if you pull your subjects a little further away, then maybe you can get a little bit of blur on your background, and it would help obstruct a lot of those like baked in details, like the angle it's drawn at and stuff like that. So setup is great. Really nice use of props and stuff like that. He said he went out and bought this figure for this theme. Dedication. So really, really nice.
All right.
Yeah.
What else? Sorry, my mic was off. It did not want to. I was agreeing with you, and it did not want to click back off of mute. I clicked like 3 times. All right. How about this?
This is it.
Ooh.
Another situation where you just pull your stuff further
Stab.
back from the
You
background.
guys ever watch that movie Stab?
That's
Is that the parody of Scream?
that's the third party
No,
figure.
it's the in-universe, like in the Scream movies.
Oh
the movies
shit!
made
Yeah.
Oh
to
yeah,
invent
yeah.
Scream.
That's the one where Jada like, right?
I think so. Yeah,
You're like at the movie theater watching it.
almost as good as Dangertainment from Halloween H2O, I think, or no, Halloween Resurrection,
Oh my god.
where it's Busta Rhymes and he has the reality show, and it's about like surviving a night in the Michael Myers house.
There's nobody I want in a horror film more than Busta Rhymes. Anytime he sees the killer, he's just like, woo-ha!
That'd be like if DMX was in a movie about firefighters combating fires, and he'd go, "Stop, drop,
Shut
roll
up,
around, open up shop."
Dude, I like where you're going with this, but what's with all the barking?
Oh,
Either way, yeah, this is another. I think that's a running theme we got going with these photos. Is like we just need a little more depth on here.
yes.
This is one where the figure could have been like way closer here, and you
Mhm.
could still have it from. I understand the need to like want to get the feet in there and everything, but there's a healthy middle ground there as well.
For sure. Yeah. And if you want to do something like this where maybe this guy doesn't have a lot of space, like a lot of like space to work with, and this is the closest he can get all his stuff, then then just adding more light to get rid of those shadows that are being cast on the poster paper, that is a great way to sell depth, because as soon as you start seeing shadows on your background, that's what kills it a little bit. And I know that like if you don't want to add light because it's a dark scene, but you can always add light and then take it away like in your camera. Just set your ISO a little lower, or even your shutter speed a little lower, or any of this shit lower. And then you'll get like less light in your scene. But yeah, hell yeah. And what's the last one? There's one more.
One more. Only you can prevent
Oh,
wildfires.
this one was pretty simple.
Nice.
Just straighten your cutout. That's it.
The irony of the damn straight cutout not being straight.
Hell yeah. Little meta joke for
Wow, look
you.
at this setup though.
It's so good, dude. Like the set
If this
building here
is
is really nice.
what is this sign from? This seems like something you get at like a national
It
national park gift shop. I want one.
it looks like it looks like a cutout. Like
Yeah.
I can like around the edges of Smokey, I can kind of see like cutout artifacts on him.
Mhm.
Just edge your cutouts too. That's another
Yeah,
thing
this one
to
definitely needs some
bring
black
up.
around some black Sharpie around the edge.
Yeah, for sure.
And if
But
you made this cutout yourself, like you put it in a graphic design program and made it yourself, this is one where you have the benefit of like already knowing how it's like where it's going to be framed or whatever, and you can like specifically customize how the tail looks. So you could still have this be where it is, but just like more straight, and then with the little tail being a little more like swinging into his mouth or whatever.
yep,
Or
absolutely.
But either way, very good job. This is cool. This is definitely a picture not taken in California, in Southern California. This must be somewhere where there's not fires everywhere.
Hell yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
That does it.
Barbecue, right? That's the name of that character.
Which
Barbecue, that's it, man.
which parody from the G.I. Joe parodies is he from? The only reason I want these figures.
Honestly, for that purpose, you should definitely get the Super Sevens.
I don't want to spend $50 on memes, but maybe I do.
Can't let your memes be dreams. Contra.
It's funny because this figure, like everybody that got it, pretty much thought the same thing. We all thought that this was going to be a really shitty, or not even shitty, but just a very meh figure, and this is like one of the best that they've done. Highly recommend it.
Hell
Did
yeah.
we talk about the Super 7 G.I. Joes, though? 'Cause
Yes.
they had a wave 2 go up.
I don't think we talked about Wave 2, but they're terrible.
Really?
I had a huge back and forth with David Walden. We almost went to blows.
Wow.
I'm just joking, but we both he likes these a lot more, and like like with the Power Rangers ones, like yeah, man, there's great accessories and like the looks are a bit more like defined. I guess is like a good way to put it, just because they're kind of soft with Hasbro on both lines, like the Power Rangers and this one. But like, dude, I'm not about to pay $50 for figures that I'm not gonna get for 3 years. Like, come on, can we grow up? Can we grow up?
I don't know that they'll take 3 years. I mean, there's been delays with other stuff, but I think they're pretty much like back on track ish now. Like delays industry wide, but I mean, just was it Thundercats? I think where people are starting to get Wave 4 right now, but Wave 2 has been like in limbo for like the longest time, or like maybe one or two of the figures from that wave.
Dude,
They didn't all come together. It's just some weird thing for sure, but
those Disney figures they put up for pre-order around this time last year have like absolutely no sign of being done.
wow.
So,
True.
like I mean,
Well,
Lion,
I
the
don't think they're
Thundercats
collecting
is
in
one thing.
2021 where the money disappears for years and then you see the product.
Yeah, and it's just crazy because like I mean, let's try to think back for a second of like all the things we've shown from Super 7. Like, what's released? Like
Mhm.
besides Thundercats, like nothing's released. Like,
This is
look
why
at
I
that.
think this whole NFT thing might actually take off, because we're already paying out the ass for product that doesn't technically exist.
I know it's nuts, man. I don't know. These
What is this
accessories are
from right here?
dope.
What is this melting face right here from?
Maybe somebody's like maybe they're fighting in a volcano and they hit him with a my fucking face.
Okay.
I don't
The
know.
laughing face, that's key. Very good.
He's got the
Baroness.
dominatrix. He's got a dominatrix mask.
Yeah, very cool. The Gimp mask.
Yes, sir.
No, pretty fucking far from okay.
Pretty fucking far from.
Yeah, I have no attachment to these characters, so this is
I-
pretty mid to me. So
What What I thought was kind of funny about these, as far as like the design of the GI Joe line, Poncho, that game that I got for you, Hypercharge. I swear to God, the articulation schemes of the
Yeah,
figures in that game are exactly like these Super 7 figures,
I noticed that for sure.
right? It's kind of wild. So in that sense, I think they've. I honestly, I think they look good. They really do look good.
Oh yeah,
I
don't
just
don't get
don't
me
like GI
wrong.
Joe
These look
enough,
great.
and I would have to be a GI Joe fan to justify 55 for these.
Yeah, it's the price point that really kills me with these.
Mhm.
Like, I'm not spending
With something like
$55 on this.
Classified, it's very easy to justify a $20-$25 purchase and not care about the property. You just like the design. But
Yeah,
with something like this, you just gotta love it,
yeah, it's for the fans. Which, to be fair, is Super Seven's whole shtick. Like,
Yeah.
they're for the fans. So
It's also really hard to justify just because like obviously this GI Joe line that Hasbro has is like one of the most popular lines right now. Costs them nothing because it's their own IP. Like
mhm.
these style of figures, like they're gonna happen eventually.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
I don't know.
These
It's kind of
colorways for sure, they won't be like, I don't think as
no, they're not gonna
accurate,
be
as
no,
model
they're not gonna be
accurate.
as exact as these ones, but like
Yeah,
they're gonna be cartoon styled,
for
and it's
sure.
it's gonna I don't know. It's hard to, $200 right here or more than 200 because they're 55 each.
Yeah.
And who knows when the fuck you're gonna get them? Like, it's kind of rough, man.
What is the estimated? There's really no estimated date.
Why would they do that? So then we could call them out on a
true. Yeah, that's very
highly,
true.
highly
Well,
popular
how are they
num.
delayed if they didn't even promise us an initial delivery date?
Exactly. See,
You
they
know.
didn't want to get called out on the #1 Transformers podcast on this platform.
And then wave 2 of Silverhawks. Everything we just said about GI Joe, I guess applies here as well. But there's some cool stuff here.
Could you imagine putting up a pre-order for a second wave of a first wave that has not seen the light of day? Genius.
Mhm. It's a bold strategy, Cotton.
See if it
Well,
works out
strategy
for
con.
him.
Let's see if it
Right.
pays off.
No, you're not wrong about that. It's a very
265, man.
valid concern to have as a consumer to be like, well, I don't even know if I like them yet. Why would I
Yeah,
want more?
and like I hope nobody misconstrues. Like it's not like I don't think these people are gonna like not deliver, but like it sucks. Like damn, man, these things aren't cheap, and for you not to
Mhm.
give me nothing, like that's kind of rough.
But I mean, like, Super 7 is still a small company, so there's that element of it. Again, you're paying them ahead of time. This is like an early access video game. You're paying for the development of the game, as it were.
Yeah, it just almost feels like these pre-orders are the only way these figures get made.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like like it's really starting to feel like, yeah, these pre-orders, these are just a concept. Like if you
Completely
guys
made to
pre,
order.
yeah, these are like, yeah, that's exactly what it feels like. These all feel like made to order. Damn, that big guy,
This dude has
he's
a
beef.
shoulder laser, I'm being told.
That guy's beefy as shit.
Look at this. He's got a shoulder laser.
Hell yeah.
Who else but the '80s, huh?
This dude at least has a guitar laser. There's some sense there.
Perfect
Dude,
Okay,
that guy
who's
looks
gonna
like
give us? Speaking of guitar playing characters, who's gonna be the first to give us Justice Friends characters?
Hell
oh
yeah.
man,
I ne-
the impregnable Kronk,
yeah, and Major
Van,
Glory and
and then what?
Valhallen,
Valhalla.
Valhalla.
the Viking god of rock. That's what I really need.
Hell
You know
yeah.
what? This, this
Soft
guy
goods,
this guy
please.
looks,
I need a jacked up body with like a ripped belly shirt. Soft goods, please. Thank you.
dude. This guy looks like he's playing Son of a Preacher Man.
Yes, he was.
He's the son.
So,
Alright.
I mean, this is such a render that, like, if we enhance here even more, I guess I can't. You can see like the stars like through the skin here, like the transparency of the model. Like that's how imaginary these are at this point. It's a proof of concept. At this point, you are buying an NFT, which is this picture right here,
It's so great.
with the promise of a product to come.
We could all own it if we right click save, baby.
That's not the same because you don't have the original file. You see, you
Got
don't
no
you don't
proof.
have it. You don't have distribution rights for it.
Could you imagine?
All right, I think
All
that's
right.
it for news.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's
Q
it.
and
I think
A.
that's it. Q and
Jermichael
A. We got some
Johnson.
Q&A.
We got 2. No, 3.
Okay.
Michael Johnson asks, "What do you think the odds are of Oob coming to the SHF line? Do you think we'll have to wait for them to show back up in Super? First, and side note, how would you feel if Super Saiyan 4 came into canon? If it's exclusive form for Broly and other legendary Saiyans? So each of the Saiyans has an exclusive form. So you always stay special. I mean, let's see. Oob will come for sure. Whenever they do, I mean, like, I could see if they lean heavily more into GT, he'll come. But then I could also see if like they just wait for him to become canon in Super, or even more canon in Super, then he'll come for sure. I think it'd be sick if everybody got their own. I think that's like the direction they're leaning in right now with Goku and Vegeta. Like they have their own upper echelons of forms. Like Vegeta has like Ultra Ego now, and Goku has like Ultra Instinct. So maybe we'll get something like that. I already think that like Ikari is already just like Super's version of Super Saiyan 4 anyway. So that's just me.
Yeah, it's really good that we have these different paths of power. 'Cause it
Absolutely.
you know, because these guys get to power up and we don't get to feel like it's redundant. Like, oh god, his hair is more gold, and you know he's screaming a little bit louder than before. No, it's I just maybe it's just me, but it feels really fresh and it's nice, even
Yeah,
though they are still obviously reaching higher levels of power.
absolutely. Cap Lives asks, what day do you think produced the best photos for this year's OcTOYber? Meme me out. 100%.
Meme. Yeah, it's gotta
Yeah, how about that?
be.
Meme me out. 100%. Uh,
So
Meme
no
on.
meme.
A meme on.
Oh, that's got to be the one for next year.
meme
So
Yeah.
no
on.
meme. No, so no memes.
Memes.
Meme until your dream. Oh shit. Meme until your meme come true.
All right, we're in the after show. Hey, goodbye. Hello. Welcome to the
Hey,
after show. Pretty
we're gonna spoil. We're gonna spoil Eternals right now.
Did you watch it? Did you watch
No,
Eternals?
I haven't
No,
seen
me
it.
and Fabio both have not watched it.
Shit, I'm the only guy that watched Eternals, huh? Wow.
Watched it?
Yeah, I watched it.
I've been
Opening
working till
night
like
you
after
did.
midnight every day.
Opening
I didn't
night
feel
you
like
did.
watching a movie last night.
I will. I don't know if this is a spoiler. I'll throw
Say
this.
if you liked it or not
Is
at
it?
least.
Wait, is it as offensive to the development of our children as I'm being told
Oh
it is
my
by the news?
god! Don't even
Dude,
get me
you
started.
you want to hear something crazy? Is that I was just at a party with like a pretty religious family, I guess,
Hmm?
and and when I was sitting there, he's like, "Man, they're really pushing the liberal agenda on that Eternal." And I was just standing in the corner, like, "What the fuck, man?"
Yeah. So. Okay. Well, hold on. Did you guys pick anything up this week?
The shirt that Boog sent.
Hell yeah! I got that shirt too.
I got the shirt,
So
which
good.
means my Hawk P40 came in, but he's on the shelf already. But
Nice. Rick, did you get your stuff
I,
from Bug?
I got that shirt. I got that Goku that's in this picture.
Hell yeah.
nice.
And I didn't get my Ravage. That went to a local youth. It wasn't that bad.
You
I went
there,
to a
urban
local
youth,
youth.
take this ravage.
And what else did I get? Oh yeah, man. I finally like it was really funny hearing Poncho talk shit about the Goliath. And honestly, the whole time Poncho's talking shit about it, I was like, man, few people's opinions I trust more than Poncho's, I'd think. You know? That's just my way of thinking. And I was like, but you know what? I think he's missing the mark. I was like, you know, in my mind, I'm like, I
No.
don't think this Goliath is that bad. And then I
Okay.
open it and I'm like, nope, the wings are that bad. They're absolutely terrible. And Poncho was right. Because the whole time he was just shitting on those wings. And I was like, they can't be that bad. In my mind, I'm like, Poncho's just being a nitpicky Nelly. No,
Grumpy
there's no
Gus.
way. He's being a grumpy Gus. He's taking it out on poor old Randy Boy Smith. And no, he was totally right. They suck, and not only do they suck, but they feel so disgustingly cheap.
Yeah. That's what
Like
kills me.
they're so cheap feeling. Like honestly, I'm surprised they don't break in shipping. That's how cheap they feel to me.
They
It's
just
like,
feel
what the
hollow, right?
yeah, like, what are they made out of, like, rice paper?
It's
Like, what's going
crazy
on, man?
because they're already thin, but they just feel like the quality of plastic they're made out of almost feels like what like you would get from like bootleg Power Ranger toys sold in like
Dude,
Mexico
that's
or something.
exactly what dude, they feel like flea market toys.
Yes, flea
I was
market
like
toys.
I was like, "What the hell? Like, this figure feels so nice, and then the wings are" it's like you said, it's so strange because 'cause they're thin, but they're hollow? Like, it's
Yeah.
what? I don't they're terrible. Poncho was fucking right. Those wings suck.
Well, I'm
Well, now
sorry I
you're
was
kind of
right.
forced to get the DLC wings with the Bronx figure.
True.
Oh,
Can't
yeah,
wait for the DLC.
definitely need that, man. I need that, baby.
Um,
um, yeah, that's all I got.
I got a new apartment. I also
Nice,
got
dude. Good score.
yeah, no.
Come up.
I got I got Obadiah's and the Ironmonger 2-pack.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
There was Target has 25% off one toy, so I use it on that. So I got it for like $50. So
Thank you, Target. Very cool.
thank you, Target. They also had buy
Very
one get one 50% off. I picked up Target exclusive Thena from Eternals, and then I got whoever the Superman guy is, whatever the fuck his name is. That should tell you how much I.
Icarus.
Icarus, yeah, I picked up Icarus.
I am
Icky,
very-
I got me a little bit of icky.
Are you trying to say you didn't like the movie?
Ew.
I like the movie. I like the movie.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's it for me this week. I'm sure I picked up some other stuff. Oh, I found this great watch my friend Megan got me for my birthday a couple of years ago.
Dude, I
Oh.
remember when you got that watch.
It's
Whoa.
so
Oh
stupid.
my god.
And
That's
if
a
you
cool
if
thing.
you really want to get drippy with it, let's go.
What the hell?
So more than just head. Oh man.
All right, so you were gonna spoil Eternals?
Yeah, so let's go. So I'll just very light spoilers for Eternals right here. Nothing plot heavy or anything like that. I
No,
will.
don't spoil the after credit scene. That's literally the only shit I care about.
Okay, no, I won't do any of that.
Alright.
I will say the movie is nowhere near as bad as anybody was saying. Like, I've been completely unplugged for like the last like month, so like I didn't know people like truly hated it aside from just the stuff that we all speculated, like how early trailers don't really make it feel like an MCU movie. Like, you don't really care about these characters and stuff. It's hard to like really get invested in some of this stuff for sure. And I will say, like, there's a lot of stuff in this movie, dialogue wise, where they reference MCU stuff, but it doesn't feel. It's like it should feel natural, them referencing like, you know, Steve Rogers, Doctor Strange, all those guys. But like it doesn't feel. It feels almost like those are like crutches for them to feel connected with the rest of, you know, the universe and stuff. But the movie overall was good. Like, I didn't not like it, right? Like, it was a good movie. The first act of that movie is a chore to get through. It is a fucking chore. This is a
That's
small.
what it feels like. Like, I haven't watched it, but it just feels like exposition.
Yeah, and let me tell you, man. Speaking of exposition, the worst form of exposition ever. I'm going to spoil the very first scene. Nothing plot wise, but I'm going to tell you what kind of scene it is. It's a fucking text crawl with no music. The worst shit imaginable. Like, at least when Star Wars does a text crawl, it just like slaps you in the face with that fucking first note. But like Eternals, it's just the slowest text crawl possible. Like, you could have just had like an ominous voice like tell us this with like a sweeping pan shot of like the universe or something.
Do the CGI like sand or whatever from Black Panther.
Just like Black Panther.
You know what they could have perfectly done? They could have just used the fucking Watcher, because he watches everything anyway.
True, and that would have like connected the Watcher with other like with the main MCU too, like bridged him from What If into the main MCU. Like, so the text crawl sucked ass. The first act of the movie where you're getting to meet everybody is a little rough because like it's such a huge ensemble cast. They try and make it work as naturally as possible to like get to know everybody, but it just falls subject to how big the cast is, and like you're jumping around from character to character, and not only are you jumping around from character to character, you're jumping around from time period to time period too. So while you're still trying to learn about these characters, you're jumping between time periods, having to learn about the plot, which relies heavily on the relationships between characters that you don't know anything about yet. So like it's a very interesting movie editing wise. Like, there's always like the argument when they do movies like this, like why not just edit it in chronological order? Like for the sake of the plot and like stuff that unfolds throughout the movie. Like I get it. It makes sense. I will say the best part about that movie is depicting the speedster. It is the best speedster depiction I've ever seen in my entire life. It's so
Wait,
good.
Is that not Ezra Miller?
Yeah, better than Flash running with the same foot and leg and arm forward.
I really liked the way that they updated speedster movement in the Snyder Cut, but like the way they do it here is like it's crazy. It's crazy good. It's almost like whenever they unveiled like Quicksilver, and everybody was all like, wow, Marvel really kind of sucks at depicting speedsters. Like the way he moved in Age of Ultron kind of sucked ass. And like,
yeah, he looked like in Donnie Darko, there's like that weird trail that comes out of his chest, but it's like behind him.
But yeah, like it's almost as if like, all right, okay, like how can we be the biggest movie studio like on the planet right now that creates superhero content and have like shitty speedsters? But like just the way that they show like her moving is so sick, and they do none of it's in slow motion. It's all in real time. So like she just has like after images all the time, and like the sound design is also really good with her speedster movement. It's so sick. God damn. Like if you're like her scenes are almost worth the price of admission alone. Really good. Also, Salma Hayek looks like super fine, so great.
Dude, she's aged so well, it's unreal.
Absolutely.
I just saw her on
Embodying
Hot
fine
Ones.
wine.
I just saw her on Hot Ones, and I was like, damn, dude, even with snot coming out of your nose, crying from the hot sauce, like, so hot, Jesus.
So in terms of the rest of the movie, like it was fine, man. It was cool. Like so to jump back to what you were saying about ruining the minds of our youth, like obviously for people that don't know, the movie right now is getting like review bombed everywhere because it has like a gay character in the film. Hey man, what a shitty thing to do, to review bomb a movie because they have a gay character. The worst, the scum of the earth. But something that I found very funny was, so people are like super pressed because not only is there a gay character in the movie, they share a kiss. And I think this is the first time in the MCU movie where they shared this same-sex kiss. And it's not that is funny. What a strange sentence that can be cut up and like used to cancel me immediately. But there is a
right now.
You're not sounding very open-minded, Pancho.
There is a very, for what kind of movie this is, an extremely graphic sex scene in the movie.
What?
It's two characters on a
Is that the one
beach.
from the trailer where it's Angelina Jolie and she's all like possessed by the weird inhuman, the deviant guy?
No.
Oh,
This
okay.
isn't a Stanley special. It's not. This isn't a hentai scene or anything like
Oh, I see.
that.
All right.
There's like it's two characters. They're having sex on the beach, and like they're it's like very clear they're nude. They're shot from like here up, right? And the way it's shot, they are shot, and you can tell on the actress's face that it is shot at the moment of penetration, and it lasts maybe a second or two longer than it needs to. First of all, a sex scene happening in an MCU movie is fucking crazy. Like even in Iron Man before it was owned by Disney, like it was just like implied, like him and the reporter, like they roll off the bed or whatever, and it's like played for laughs. This is like an intimate moment between two people. And it's like a like legitimate like lovemaking scene. I was sitting next to a fucking 11-year-old, and like I had to look over to see what his parents were doing. Panic in their face. They didn't know what the fuck to do. Like I didn't think we had to deal with this shit. Like bringing our kid to an MCU movie is so funny.
So two problematic things to worry about when I take my kids to this
Well,
movie. Okay.
the
Good to
funny
know.
thing was, like, as fucked up as it sounds, like, I can completely see where somebody higher up was like, all right, tight. Well, you can have your same sex couple in this movie, but you got to throw in a raw as fuck heterosexual scene. And I'm not joking.
You gotta have a hetero.
We got to
fuck scene.
contrast it with an equal amount of smut in the other direction.
There's no hetero scene. I'm out.
Is this the cost? Like me and my wife were talking about it. Like, is this the cost of a same sex kiss? Like graphic hetero sex? What the fuck?
Yeah.
So funny.
Seems like that evens out.
Yeah, sure, why not? But aside from that, I mean, overall the movie was good. It was fine. Like it wasn't super great. Like I think like we'll never see I think it's very difficult to think that we'll ever see something like Guardians of the Galaxy ever again, where it's like completely unknown, like ensemble cast, and like it just like hits it out of the park. I think that's what a lot of people were hoping that like Eternals would be, but it's just not. I think like I don't know. It was interesting seeing a movie, directed by like, an award-winning director and stuff in the MCU for sure. It was really nice. Like there were like really cool shots, and like you could tell like the direction was a little bit different than like your bog standard MCU stuff. It was just a film, right? Whereas like a lot of MCU stuff is like, what if we like what if we made like a heist film, but like it's superheroes? What if we made like this kind of film and it's like superheroes, but like this was just like a movie? It was really cool. Like universe building stuff is pretty cool. I don't know. It was just
How many after credit scenes?
There's two, and they're both significant. Like usually like there's like the mid-roll one is a significant one, and then it's like a joke at the very end. Like they both mean shit, so it's really tight. So
Good. Okay.
Oh, yeah,
stick around for it for sure. But yeah, man, it's a good movie. I will say that like if you wait for this shit to be on Disney Plus, like you really aren't really missing anything. I'm just a sick individual, and like I have to see it's like an experience for me to see movies in the theater.
Yeah,
And stuff.
I was gonna say, what's kind of nice is that it's so fucked up to say, but like people don't really care about this movie like that, so nobody's spoiling it. It's nice.
Yeah.
Dude, this is like the first time a Marvel movie's come out where like maybe I didn't get to watch it on the first day, and I don't definitely know like exactly what happened that was big.
Yeah.
Like that. It's nice.
I think so. Yeah, I'm not really going out of my way. I got some time tomorrow. I'll probably check it out tomorrow, but
Yeah,
not
that's when I think I'm gonna do it. I was gonna do it today, but I'm like, oh, the UFC fights are today. Like,
Oh yeah. All right, we need to finish right now.
But yeah, man, I'd say definitely check it out if it even somewhat interests you. I will say the implications for like just broadening the scope of the MCU is really, really sick. like just more celestial stuff. I think is like really really cool. I think that's what the MCU needs. I think it's time to like kind of get away from like street level stuff and Earth stuff, and then just like really dive deep into like space and like celestial stuff. I think it'd be super cool.
Now that we've had everybody meet up, for fucking Endgame and whatnot, and you know, Infinity War, like this is a good time for everybody to go back to their respective houses. Like, we'll go back to space. We'll go back to the streets. Like, uh, let's the street lights came on. We gotta go home.
Sure, sure, sure.
All right. Well, Pancho, what do we got going on?
That's it. Let's wrap it up, baby.
Yeah.
Let's
Put a
see.
bag on it. You know what I mean?
In terms of broad scope A.C.B.A, it's November. So the event this month is November, KNOW. Really easy, really lax event. All you have to do is, if you want, the point of November is to just like drop some knowledge along with your photo. So if you post something to the group or on any social media, if you want to like throw little tidbits in the description about the character, photo, whatever, then feel free to. If you like, the tried and true way to do it is like, say you shoot like Spider-Man, like a scene from Spider-Man, and then you would just like talk about the issue it's from and why it's significant and stuff like that. Just like the point of November is to spread knowledge about the subject of your photo. So super sick.
Yeah.
Next week we're gonna spin for random days for OcTOYber. And then I think that's it. I think the Sentinel contest is still going. I'm not really sure. That's more of Boog and David's court. But that's basically it. In terms of me, I put out a new video today. Holy fuck!
Yeah, I've yet to check it out, but I will after.
Buckle up. It's 50 fucking minutes.
That's what I mean. I need to have a meal ready, some snacks.
True. Yeah. Pop some popcorn. Yeah, it's a room tour. It's a toy room tour. I wanted to immortalize my old toy room before I moved out. So what is my cat doing? Oh my god.
So what you're saying? What you're saying is that it's an hour. It's a guy's shower.
an afternoon shower for
Hour
guys.
An hour long shower with guys.
Yeah, the guy's afternoon in a gay. So yeah, man.
Oh, no, because it's more of a guy's night in.
I would say if you can watch it, I'd really appreciate it. I think it's an interesting video. I don't know, I'm a little biased. I lived in that room for 10 years, so whatever. But yes, buckle up, like just have it on in the background or whatever. I don't know, whatever. Check it out. I don't put out YouTube videos that often anymore. So if you could check it out, I'd really appreciate it.
I will. Make sure to smash like on it too, of course.
Sure, whatever.
Smash that like button. Smash that like button.
What about you guys? What do you guys got going
on? Not a lot. I mean, I'm been really busy with work this whole like 3 weeks, 2 weeks. So things have been slowing down on the channel. I did do a stream this past week, and we'll probably not be doing one this coming week as I'm working Monday through Wednesday. So I will be too tired at some point to even, it's going to be a weird schedule for the streams as usual, but you should still subscribe in case I drop a random one in between here and there. But yeah, on YouTube, Fobster, Instagram, Fobster360, maybe like streaming on Twitch, Fobster360 sometimes, not always, but yeah, not a whole lot going on. Things are it's a bit of a lull in the Mezco world while we wait for a bunch of stuff that's on the back catalog to drop. So I'm kind of enjoying that little this calm before the storm and just making that bread so that when all that stuff hits, we'll be ready.
I love Poncho's absolute concern.
I don't
Yeah,
know what my
you are
cat is
correct.
doing.
What the fuck is this cat doing?
Your cat's been in and out like all the time.
I know.
This
He's like
this whole
behind
stream,
my
he's been.
TV doing something. I don't know.
Dude, it better not be that sick ass tube one you got.
Oh no, that's on the ground. That's like it's right.
CRT.
Yeah, it's a Sony Trinitron.
Oh my god. I gotta introduce you to my friend over here. He's crazy about vintage video games, and he has a CRT monitor from like a TV production truck from like the 90s.
Oh,
it's
sick!
like-
I know exactly what you're talking about. Like the very long ones.
Yeah, it's super long,
Those
but
are
the
the
screen is
best
like just a
kind.
little thing in the middle. It's crazy. And I was
PVMs.
playing,
That's what they're called. They're called PVMs. They're
yeah,
so
dude.
good.
I was playing Super Metroid on it, and it looks insane.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah. Not even I think it was emulated, but yeah, just OG Super Metroid. It just looks so good. But yeah, Rick, what you got going on, big boy?
Hey, guess what? It's me, and I'm here,
That's it.
and I'm on Instagram, and I'm here also
Nice.
this week on time. So,
I know. You're here the whole time.
Hey, you know? If it's when Boog's gone, I'm like, okay, it's time for me to stay the whole game.
Yeah, I guess that's it for us. That's a pretty short show, 2.5 hours. Wow. What's that pic
Wow.
on
Yeah.
Boog's screen? Oh, Boog's not here, but this is Fabio screen sharing. Great photo.
Yeah.
By
Good
Spider
photo, yeah.
Machine. Hell yeah.
That's right. It's
I
just
like
a
the
little
way he does
Saturday
his-
salvo action.
I like the way that that these hashtags are done.
Right? Science to them for sure.
Absolutely.
You know, it's fantastic.
But yeah, I mean, this is on the A.C.B.A. Instagram at Articulated Comic Book Art. Follow Boog at Boog_A.C.B.A. as well. Everybody should already be if you're on this YouTube channel watching this stream. But either way, he'll be back next week. Pancho, why don't you take us out?
That's it. Hey, yo. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today for the A.C.B.A. podcast. Thank you to everybody who donated as well. As usual, the show is funded in part by viewers like you. Thank you so much.
Entirely by viewers like you.
Yeah, right.
How about entirely?
Yeah, everybody, go check out all of our stuff. Go check out the A.C.B.A. Instagram, all that stuff. As always, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to rate, comment, like, subscribe, rate this video 5 stars, leave a video response in the the whatever. I don't know. Email this to a friend. I don't fucking know.
Share it on Dig.
That's and we'll catch you next time. Peace.
Bye.